Welcome to Tahir English. The 12 basic English tenses. In English, we have 3 tenses: present, past, and future. Present simple tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Past simple tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Future simple tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. Present simple. Uses and examples. Habits. I sometimes go to the gym. I never eat fish. General truths. London is the capital of England. Repeated actions of events. We drive to work every day. Fixed arrangements. Timetables. The bus leaves at 6:30 p.m. Feelings, opinions, beliefs. I love sandwiches. I hope to see you soon. Present continuous. Uses and examples actions happening in the moment. We are learning grammar. Look, that man is reading a book. Fixed arrangements for the future. I'm getting married in July. Temporary events. He's living in Wales for the moment. To complain or emphasize continuous behavior with words like always, forever, and constantly. You are always leaving your socks on the floor. Present perfect. Uses and examples actions that start in the past and continue to the present. I've lived here for 3 years. Life experiences. At an unspecified time in the past, I've swum with dolphins. Repeated action in an unspecified time period. I've visited the Eiffel Tower 3 times. Unfinished time. Today, this week, this month, this year. I've ridden my bicycle today. A finished action with a present result. I've lost my keys, so I can't open the door. Recent past with the words just, recently, already, and yet. I've just spoken to Mark on the phone. Present perfect continuous. Uses and examples actions that started in the past and continue in the present. I've been watching Game of Thrones. To emphasize the duration or how long, with for and since, Henry has been playing the violin since he was 8. Recently finished actions with present results. Why have you been crying? There are tears in her eyes. It's been raining. The ground is wet. Present simple I work. Present continuous. I am working. Present perfect. I have worked. Present perfect continuous. I have been working. Past tense. Use simple past. The main use of the past simple is for finished actions in the past. For example, I was born in San Francisco. I cleaned my room. I forgot my key. We can use it with a finished time phrase like in the sentences below. Yesterday I went to the supermarket. Other common time expressions you can use are last month, last week, last summer, in 1997, when I was a child, a long time ago, on Monday, in February, etc. We also use the past simple for the main action when telling a story. For example, I woke up on my wedding day, I jumped out of bed and immediately called my brother. He didn't pick up, and so I began to worry. Past continuous, the use. A common use of the past continuous is to show that a longer action was interrupted, usually by a shorter action in the past simple. We often use the time expression when. For example, I was swimming in the sea when I saw a shark. Henry was sitting at home when the phone rang. She was playing golf when it began to rain. When two continuous actions are happening at the same time, we use the time expression while. I was talking to Sarah while she was driving. We were playing while Dad was cooking dinner. We can also use it to show a continuous action happening at a specific time in the past. Yesterday morning, I was practicing the piano. At 6 o'clock, I was eating dinner. What were you doing at 8 p.m. last night? Past perfect. The use. We use it when one action happens before another past action. For example, A. The film had started when we arrived. The film started before we arrived. B. The film started when we arrived. We arrived at the same time the film started. We use time expressions such as before, by the time, and when. Be careful, lots of students overuse the past perfect. Remember, you only use it for actions that happened before the main action. Past perfect continuous. The use. We use it to show that an action which started in the past continued up to another point in the past. For example, she had been living in Italy for 3 years when she lost her job. I had been waiting for 10 minutes before the bus came. By the time Steve arrived, I had been working for nearly 8 hours. With the past perfect, we use time expressions such as for 5 hours, for 2 weeks, for a long time, by the time. We can also use it to talk about the cause of something in the past. For example, Susan was sweating because she had been running. Henry was late because he had been studying. Past simple, I worked. Past continuous, I was working. Past perfect, I had worked. Past perfect continuous. I had been working. Future simple. The use, instant or spontaneous decisions. I'm hungry. I think I'll make a sandwich. Future predictions based on a belief. I'm sure you'll pass the test. Promises. I won't tell anyone your secret. Offers. I'll carry your bags for you. Requests. Will you tell Henry I called? Threats. If you do that again, I'll tell Mum. Future facts. I'll be back later tonight. Future continuous. Uses and examples. An action in progress at a specific time in the future. At 5 p.m., this time tomorrow, in 2 weeks, in 5 years' time, etc. This time tomorrow, I'll be flying to Barbados. An action we see as new or temporary. I'll be working for my dad until I find a new job. Predictions or guesses about future events. He'll be coming to the party, I guess. Predictions about the present. She'll be getting married right now, I imagine. Polite enquiries. Will you be joining us for dinner? Future perfect. Uses and examples. An action that will be completed before a specific time in the future. Next September, we'll have been married for 50 years. Use by or by the time to mean some time before. I'll have finished this report by the time you're home. Use in a day's time, in 2 weeks' time, in 3 months' time, etc., to mean at the end of this period. In 3 years' time, I'll have completed my degree. Future perfect continuous, uses and examples. To show that something will continue up until a particular event in the future. In October, I'll have been working here for 10 years. Show something finished just before another time action, cause and effect. When I arrive, I'll have been working all day, so I'll be tired. With time expressions by plus then, tomorrow, next year, etc., by the time when. By the time we arrive, we'll have been travelling for 15 hours. Future simple, I will work. Future continuous, I will be working. Future perfect, I will have worked. Future perfect continuous, I will have been working.